So under the leadership of Mayor Daley, I'm sure you know the Chicago Department of Aviation is constantly exploring ways to enhance our customer service for each and every passenger who travels through Chicago's airports. Today, we are pleased to announce a new program that will help us advance our efforts to make O'Hare and Midway airports and our city the most accessible in the nation. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Mayor Richard M. Daley.
Thank you. And good morning. Thank you very much, Commissioner Andolino and your wonderful staff and all the organizations and individuals that are in attendance dealing with disability awareness and assistance here at O'Hare International Airport as well as Midway Airport. First, I want to thank many of the people that were introduced for their great commitment in dealing with autism and disabilities, dealing with their families and dealing with a lot of the issues confronting them as family members as they travel. In the airline industry. And it's very, very important that all of us, both in the local, the state, and the federal level, be aware that we are public servants and we do work on behalf of the people, our citizens that travel continually. So the way we approach them, we want the same way they approach us, and so that we have to be aware and understanding a lot of the issues. And I think today really brings us out dealing with disabilities in regards to individuals traveling, especially family members. And I think it's extremely important in this day and age. I want to thank my daughter, Lally, who's very committed dealing with autism and work with many people behind me on the issue, and also making me aware of many of the issues confronting autistic children and their families. And to me, I thank her for that. On July 15th of this year, we will commemorate the two historic milestones for the disability community. The 20th anniversary of the passage of the Americans with Disability Act and the creation of Chicago's Mayor's Office for People with Disabilities. Chicago is home to some 600,000 people with disabilities. As long as I am mayor, an important goal of mine has been to promote the full inclusion of people with all types of disabilities into the fabric of our community. We would not isolate them. We would not treat them differently. They are part of our communities and our families. And that's why Chicago was the first city to implement the cabinet-level Office for People with Disabilities, and it's why the National Organization on Disabilities recently named Chicago one of the top 2 cities in the United States for accessibility. I'd like to thank our Commissioner, Karen Tamley, who has done a tremendous job in working with all the departments, not just working with, but educating them about the issues and bringing both government and not-for-profits and for-profit organizations together to deal with many of the issues confronting local government. And that not only includes the City of Chicago, the Board of Education, the CTA, the city colleges, and the Park District, and also a relationship with other people in the county, state, and the federal governments, and especially the organizations here in the City of Chicago. In doing so, the organization highlighted our innovative programs and services for people with disabilities, including, most importantly, the accessibility at our airports. Today, we are launching a new awareness and assistance program at O'Hare and Midway International Airports, which train our airport employees, both public and private, so they can be more effectively recognized and help the travelers who may require additional assistance. Some employees have received training already. They wear a purple airplane pin, as I have here, to signify their willingness and ability to assist travelers with disabilities. Our goal is to provide the best possible travel experience for passengers with disabilities and to ensure that Chicago remains a top destination for travelers with disabilities. And many people with disabilities are frightened with people in uniform. That's one thing we know automatically. They see someone in uniform, and how you approach them and what you say can make a difference, unfortunately, of their human reaction without you knowing that they have a disability.